reject the notion of constructive criticism. How can it be? Let's break it down. Let's analyze it. The word construct, what does that mean? If you're going to construct something, what are you going to do? You're going to build it up. Is it a positive term?
Yes.
Oh yes. We're going to construct something. It just has positive written all over it. What about the second part? Criticism. Now, if you look at the definition of the word, there is some indication that criticism can be positive. But in our vernacular, in our everyday speech, do we ever consider criticism a positive thing? Everybody in the room who loves to be criticized, please stand up and let us know. I'd sit down, but it's just too hard for me to get up. Nobody likes to be criticized. So what we've done with this constructive criticism, so-called, is we've taken a perfectly amazing word, construct, build up, and we've negated it by calling it criticism. Nobody wishes to be criticized. I do not embrace this notion of constructive criticism, but I totally embrace the idea of feedback. We all need it. When I say we all need it, who am I leaving out? That word all is pretty inclusive, isn't it? Does your supervisor need it? Absolutely. Do the elected officials need it? Does the judge need it? Does the sheriff need it? Does the police chief need it? Do the commission? Absolutely. And they get it too, by the way. They oftentimes get criticism, right? But we need feedback. Feedback helps us to be better at what we do. Feedback keeps us on a path. And so I am all over this idea of feedback. It's an important pillar to get us to the next level. And it triggers that opportunity for us to think retrospectively about the way things have been and what I've done well and what I haven't done so well, what I can improve in terms of my performance. So feedback is nice. And I came up with this because I felt like it was a good positive approach. We need 360 feedback, meaning everybody gets it. Feedback is needed. There's the N in nice. Everybody needs feedback. It helps us grow. Helps us develop. Everybody needs it. I was told a long time ago there's some words you got to be careful with. Always and never are a couple of those words. Always. Think about it. Always, that's an inclusive term. If you define always, it means always. It means there's no exceptions. Very few things in life are always. Some things are, very few things are. And the same is true with never. Be really careful using, he never, you sure? Never, ever, never? Because never, words mean something. Words are powerful, right? Never means never. So be careful with some of those words. We use them pretty haphazardly, I believe. I always, you sure? Each and every time, without fail. So be careful with those. But feedback is needed. We all need that. That's an inclusive term. It needs to be instructional. There's the I in nice. It's instructive. There's the educational piece that we talk about a little further down here as well. Instructional is a hands-on, showing how things work. It needs to be constructive. So when we talk about constructive feedback, but don't be giving me constructive criticism. I don't want that. I want feedback. I want you to be just real frank with me and tell me what I can do to be better. And I guess at the end of this class, you guys will be doing that. Constructive and then educational, absolutely. And these two they go hand in hand. I think of instructional being more of the hands-on, this is how you do this, and the educational being more comprehensive. Like from A to Z. This is the education. This is going to make you a telecommunicator. It's going to make you a first responder in the state of Texas. This is what you need to be doing to excel in that. All right. Questions about that? Does that make sense to you? It just did to me. The feedback.